Hi, Sash here with the Daily Magic Message, going back in time to yesterday's message. So here goes. What is blocking you from creating a relationship with the present moment when you try to? Try being the operative word. If you have to ask the question, how do I create a loving relationship with the present moment, which by the way is a much higher quality question than the ones that relate to future fear, then you are most likely unaware that you are already holding too much content in your mind. What that means is that you can't possibly develop a relationship with what is happening right now inside, in and out of your body, when you're absolutely fixated on problems. Fears, problems, beliefs, values. When you're full of that, you can't. There's no empty room to have a greater appreciation of what's happening now. Continuing. You are trying to give your attention to what's around, but your mind is playing out hidden agendas. So what that means is that you've got deep beliefs, values, fears that you don't even have a clue about. At least I haven't. But they're creating this constant stream of thoughts, and your actions are just going from one thing to the next, and you're constantly in some sort of worry or fear. But it's all due to this deep belief. So it's this hidden agenda. Simply put, there is something else more important that you think is going to give you relative comfort and joy. So the reason why you don't do what you think you should be doing is because you associate more pleasure with doing something right now than the pain of having to do something different. This is why it may be difficult to stay present and even harder to come up with answers to developing a loving relationship. The key to this is identifying the underlying pain and obsession and letting go of it. Letting go of old fixations will create space, naturally allowing you to observe more data in greater detail. When you are truly feeling the environment, you will simply feel peaceful. You will not have to think about having a relationship, what kind of relationship, and so on. Cleanse yourself of the old content, and in that okayness, everything will be okay. When everything is okay, your attention will naturally be sharper on the present moment. You won't have to think to be grateful. The honoring will just simply come. When you notice that you want to be here but can't, search deeper to the content that controls you, that doesn't want you to be present, and then surrender it. So it's about being still and asking, why am I running after something? Why am I acting out? Why can't I appreciate my arms, my legs, my keyboard, my TV, my children, my body? Why? It's a real inquisition to know. And usually there's something much deeper, some belief that something that you're racing after is going to give you some sort of fulfillment. And if you can let go of that, what is around you becomes that much more important. And in viewing things as important, that's when you'll truly experience love and joy. Thank you. Session, daily messages. If you'd like to be on the mailing list, it's Sashen, SASHEN Chetty, CHETTY @hotmail.com. Subscribe to these videos, give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and I look forward to doing more from Magic Hands over and out.